All right. That was weird. I clicked on the wrong stream and for some reason started the Fifth Element watch party, which is not what we're doing right now. That's tomorrow night. So we are having our special, awesome guest, Care Bear. Hold on 1 second. All right. So now I got to re-put the hints and shit in here for what this movie was. All right. Let's see if who's gonna guess this. All right. This movie is from the 70s. Here's your first hint. I'll give three, as usual. No one's gonna get this unless certain person or two I happen to know pops in and guesses it because they'll know it. And number two, this movie is about a woman who is grieving the loss of her child. This is on YouTube for free, so I'll put the link in once somebody guesses or I give the answer away, which is that the latter. That's going to be what happens. And here is Carrie. Care Bear, welcome. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? Do you hear me? Because I don't hear you. I don't hear you. No, no, no. Phil, hi Phil, can you hear me? I'm guessing because you gave a guess towards the movie. Carrie is having technical issues. Just she didn't have to say anything, just a reaction. It's like, whoa. Hold on. Let me see if there's a thing that's on my side that could be causing this because I don't think so. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. All right. How about now? No, no, not now. Do you don't you no hear me? So I no hear you. Phil can hear me. So all right, so yeah. So it has to be Carrie. May we're trying to get Carrie audible because obviously it's her fault. I don't know what the. Nope, nothing. Try unplugging your headphones and plugging them back in. Sometimes that does it. So this was a very spur of the moment because of last night on Gorophobe's channel watching opera. We just came up and I said I haven't done one of these in like a month. So I had the perfect movie. I was gonna make Carrie watch it. So two birds with one stone, killing them right here. We'll have Carrie back in a second because her microphone keeps turning off. Is what she just private messaged me. So May, Phil, what's going on? I put two hints in there. It is from. It's not the unborn Phil. Sorry, I didn't say that earlier. I would have done that. Yes, we are watching the movie, just like our old awesome mystery spoiler discussion things. This is on YouTube, if for free. So I'll put the link if you want to watch May. Phil, I'll put the link also. This movie is a masterpiece. This movie is a film that, ashamedly, and I said in some video, is that a word? If not, fuck it, it is now. But pretty sure it is. Didn't see this movie until like a month ago, and I heard about it for years and years and years. Here's another hint for you. This movie was so obscure to find until this year when I think it was Scream Factory put out a release, a physical release of it. Before this year, the last time it was released was in the late 80s on VHS. So this has been a very, very obscure and hard to find film for years, and probably why I didn't see it. Also, the actress in this is a phenomenal actress, and she's in another film from this is from the late '60s that I don't like, and it's an absolute classic. Here's another hint: Rosemary's Baby. Mia Farrow is in that. I've never been a Rosemary's Baby fan ever. It's I love slow burn horror. I don't even like that term, but that's just a boring film to me. And I don't think I ever saw it because of that and being so hard to find this movie. But I have a friend who just loves this movie and champions the hell out of it. And I finally saw it a month ago, and this movie is an absolute masterpiece. It already cracked like my top 20 horror films of all time, like with one watch. And then another one which cemented that. So I'm just going to say what it is now because no one's going to guess it. It is The Haunting of Julia from 1977 with Mia Farrow. It's also called Full Circle in the UK, but who cares about those Brits over there? I don't. It's not like I got good friends or anything over there. But Haunting of Julia, we have Mia Farrow, and she loses Carrie is back. She doesn't lose Carrie. We gain Carrie again.
Hopefully, you can hear me
Now
now.
I yes, 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 yes. I hear you perfect, loud and clear.
Okay.
I was giving background on the film since no one was going to guess it, and you knew it already, so you can't cheat. So
Mm-mm.
yeah, May, I did a podcast episode on it, and I've just I mean, like I when I get into something, as you guys know, I get into it. So if I see a movie that just blows me away, I'll be thinking about it and talking about it and rewatching it and shit for a while. And this is definitely one of them.
Trust me, we know this.
Yes, that's why I said it. I didn't think there was any doubt on that. So on YouTube, let me find the link.
But where is said movie? Because you didn't actually.
It's free on YouTube. As I was saying that I'm getting the link for you right now on YouTube.
Thank you so
It's
much.
free. I
Well,
know,
I'm
right?
trying to
Thanks
use my other
for all they
laptop
do
so
for
that I
us.
can multitask.
I have one laptop and I multitask all the time, but I gotta switch
No.
browsers and stuff. It's annoying. All right,
What
let's
in the
see.
world?
I'm pretty sure
Okay.
I already like looked for this link and found it and copied it and everything. But
For some reason, when I put it on YouTube, it randomly went to the song Bang the Drum All Day.
well, that's strange. I don't see a
Interesting.
connection.
I don't
Yeah,
either.
definitely for sure. I don't, that YouTube loves doing that, just giving you
Hmm.
weird shit that you never asked for, and
No,
then
it
to
was a
show.
link on my laptop.
All right, here is the link in the chat, and I'll send a private chat to you, Jerry, so you can paste it fast, or you could have pasted it from the comments, whatever.
It's fine
Okay,
because
so
I'm gonna do it on my other laptop.
that's true. So good. Now the huge thing with this movie, and I've said this with a few films that I consider masterpieces, like Candyman and Cannibal Holocaust, that are the score in this movie is so unbelievably amazing. I've done two covers of this score already, and it instantly made my top 10 scores of all time, like horror scores, when I did my list on that. That's how good the music is in this. This is like
Ooh.
Halloween level, psycho level, like integral to the film, the score. Like that's how good it is in this, and it's just hauntingly gorgeous. Now this was based off a story, a book by Peter Straub
Oh, so it's a
called
book adaptation.
yeah, called Julia was the name of the book. And
Hmm.
I haven't read Peter Straub's stuff, but I have his book The Talisman that he wrote with Stephen King. I've had that for like 12 years, never read it. So I don't know if it's good or whatever, but it is based off of a Peter Straub novel called Julia. And I'm pretty sure this was a TV movie. in '77 when it came out,
I don't mind that.
and that was a reason why that it was so like obscure all these years, because it was released on VHS in the late '80s, and then it didn't get a physical release until this year.
It
So
took that long?
yeah, so from the late '88 or something like '89 until 2023 is it finally got a physical release. So this is
Damn.
another reason why I've heard of it. I've never seen it, but then when Lauren kept talking about how amazing it is and stuff, I was like, all right, I gotta. And he's turned me on to a decent amount of good films, so I trusted the judgment, and I saw that for the first time a month ago and blew me away. So can't wait to rewatch this for people who have not seen it, because that is awesome. And I'm gonna just let the music play and shit, because I already did 2 covers of it and I sampled it in something else and there's no copyright issues. So I'm not worried about the volume here, because this movie again hasn't been around for 30 years or something physically. I don't think they're worried about the copyright.
Oh, is there any known actors or Oh, wait, never mind.
Mia Farrow.
Mia Farrow.
Yeah, besides her, Tom Conti is in it, which I can't even think what else I've seen him in, but I know him. There's a few familiar faces, like from like older movies, older 70s, 60s, 70s horror.
Okay.
But it's just, I'm so happy it's completely different than Rosemary's Baby, because that movie just does not work for me at all. And I've tried several times, and it's just so boring. The ending is cool, but I can't watch like a 2-hour plus movie just for the ending. Like, it doesn't work for me.
I'm not much into like baby spawn, like devil type of stuff, so that's why you're gonna hate me for this one, but I actually don't think I've actually seen The Omen.
Oh, The Omen's so good. So
I
good.
know, but I don't really like. I don't know. I like Children of the Corn, and that's about it.
Well, you got to watch the other one for sure. May found the movie. All right, cool. Let me know when you are ready, May. I'll do a countdown. Phil, I don't know if you're watching too, but same thing. And I'll do the little 5-er countdown on my mark action shit that we do to start movies. I'm so glad it's free on YouTube, because that's like the easiest way.
Like,
I should probably change this, because now we talked about it. now it is known.
oh, when did you reveal it?
Oh, while you were off trying to get back on.
Trying to hear myself.
Yes, because I figured no one's gonna guess it. All right, May is ready. Alrighty then. Let me do this fast. Actually, no, I'm not doing that. Okay. All right. On mark. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mark.
What is Mark? Just say go.
Yeah, I know. I was actually gonna say go at the end, but they'll be like, that's stupid, because I already said I'm gonna say Mark. So I had to go with it. Alright, felt cool. You'll hear it. All of the score is fucking phenomenal. But the main theme especially.
You're gonna end up throwing me off.
Why?
You have it kind of loud.
Oh, tell me that, and then I love it.
Just forewarning.
That's all you have to do. Love the little dolls just playing. The little like clapper thing. It was so annoying.
I would still turn it down a little more.
There you go. That's why you're a mod.
Just forewarning.
Oh, you know why? Because my sound bar is literally right in the mic. That's why. I love the cinematography in this movie. It's excellent. It's definitely, and I hate the term, I said it already, it's slow burn. But this is absolutely slow burn. May, it's called Full Circle in the UK. It was released as which is it makes sense for the title too. Both titles make sense perfectly by the end. And Mia Farrow's fantastic. Any movie with kids that something happens to, like the father now especially, like kills me. The opening of this movie sucks. Like it's great, but I mean, oh, it's
Okay, you have to turn it down a little bit more.
there you go.
No, that's not. Well,
All right, how about that? Is
If
that
the
good?
weather's nice.
It's just a little,
Little
British
bit
girl
more.
talking, so I can barely hear it at this point.
Okay, because
Perfect.
my
Right.
lack of multitasking skills is gonna be pretty
That's fine. I just woke up like 45 minutes before I said like all right, we're doing this.
just
I,
throw me right into it. I
yeah,
guess.
I wrote Carrie right into this. So we have Mia Farrow, Julia is her name, and her husband and her kid Katie. I think it's Kate, right?
Did you just say right like I should know who it is?
I do that all the time. You should know that too.
I'm like, your guess is as good as mine.
Yeah.
I think this is something
I still like the quality of this.
No, it's great.
interesting.
The cinematography is amazing. It looks so good, this movie.
Nice to be in demand.
And this is, I can't imagine this is happening. Like, just
Katie, please.
choking is something that's so easy that can happen to a kid.
Mhm.
Katie, what's the matter?
Are you alright? Here, drink this.
Twice, what's the matter with her?
She's choking. There's something in
Why
her
would
throat.
she not want the orange juice?
Breathe.
I guess it's a reaction, knowing that you wouldn't be able to swallow it.
She can't breathe. I can't get it out.
There must be something lodged in her windpipe. Hurry up, call the doctor.
There's no time.
I don't know if making her blood flow go to her head is gonna actually help.
Now, I talked about that in my podcast episode on this. I thought of this immediately. Why aren't they doing the Heimlich maneuver?
Yeah.
The Heimlich maneuver actually was published for the first time in '75, and then the American Red Cross didn't put in their choking hazard procedures and stuff like that until the next year, '76, which is when this was filmed. So it wasn't like widely known at the time. So it makes sense because that was the first thing I thought of seeing this one. Why aren't they doing the Heimlich maneuver? People didn't know about it when this movie was filmed.
You actually did some research. I'm kind of proud of you.
Do research on every movie I watch, even if I've seen it a million times. And she's
Oh.
how to give her a tracheotomy, and she fails at saving her. The music here that kicks in with her just shaking and just blood on her and stuff. She just killed her kid by trying to save her. Like, oh, that's terrible. Like the usage of each composition in this reminds me just like of Halloween. How Halloween has the several compositions in the score, and they're all used at the exact perfect moments. Same thing here.
The music goes very well with it too.
Oh, it goes perfectly. So I can't picture any other score like after seeing this for the first time. I can't think of anything else. What's up, Night Fright? How you doing, man? We are doing a watch party commentary on The Haunting of Julia with Mia Farrow from 1977. It is on YouTube if you want to watch along. We just started.
There's a link in the chat.
Indeed, that is.
How would you like to go today? I think it's the best thing for you. Now that you're well.
So this is a paranormal, supernatural type movie.
Your husband's coming.
But you can look at this film in another way also. And I love that. I love movies that are like that you
That
can
maybe
look at.
he's personally getting haunted because of the guilt.
Exactly. And it's played on so well in this film, like whether things are actually happening to her or if she's losing her mind. It's brilliant.
I like those kinds.
Yeah, I love movies like that. That can be looked at in two different ways completely, and they both make sense.
Yeah, like how it hits you personally.
Yeah.
I think you have made appointments and so forth. Oh, yes. He's suggested we have 3 sessions a week to start with. Good. Well, I think they're in excellent hands.
There we
Good luck to you both.
go. Now it's not near the speakers.
Julia.
Well, it's not so bad now, just so you know.
Good. Good.
Julia.
I like her outfit.
I know, it's super cute. I felt bad for I wanted to say something, but I was like, should I actually
Oh, yeah.
mention?
Yeah, I did that once, many times, but I just remember doing that. I was going to say something in the video, and I was like, I was just going to say something terrible, and then I just didn't say it. I forgot what I remember what it was. I forgot what
Like,
video.
is this distasteful knowing the
And this is me we're
atmosphere?
talking about, and I had to say like, no, I was going to say something terrible there.
Nah, we got the same brain, so.
Indeed.
You'll find this a rather more civilized corner of the world.
She loves her hats, I will say that.
She does.
You're very fortunate to find it like this.
And now she divorced with her husband shortly after their daughter choked and died. And for some reason, the only thing I can think of is that she has money because either it happened already or it's about to. Like, I think it happened. He was telling her to sign something because she has for her trust. So she's pretty well off, I think. And because he tries getting back with her, the husband, this whole movie, and for like no reason. Like, I really don't understand. It has to just be for money.
I was gonna say maybe that is the reason.
It's the only thing I could think of. And this is the main score here, which is just absolutely brilliant.
Was this the old house or is she moving into a new house?
Yeah, this is a new one that she's moving into. Oh, I love that synthesizer so much.
It's a beautiful house.
It is. It's the house, the setting is awesome, the exterior settings, everything is just phenomenal. It's a masterpiece, like instant masterpiece to me, which that's hard for a movie to do nowadays. Like X and Pearl, like those are the last examples I can think of. And those are newer movies. But
I was gonna say, don't get me started with those. I love them so very dearly.
So like those are the last 2 movies that I saw that I just instantly became masterpieces for me when I saw them. This is the other one.
Because I felt for the longest time that movies weren't as rewatchable as they used to be in like the 90s, early 2000s, 80s.
Yeah, it depends on. You got to look for it a lot more today. Unfortunately, it's still there, but you got it. Same with music. Hey, Dave, what's up, buddy?
What's up?
My boy Dave in the chat. Congratulations, Dave, on winning YouTuber Entertainer of the Month, and thank you for nominating me. So everybody, go over to Dave's channel, go to his video, and vote for me, or any of the other ones, because they're all great. But me.
What an ego.
Oh, it's a fake ego. That's kind of cool. Fake. Oh, why am I saying that?
Someone also got nominated for horror YouTuber of the month for July.
Oh. I didn't look at the video, honestly. I just saw Dave's notification. And
Horrible.
I pretty much knew he was going to nominate me anyway, so I didn't look at the video yet. But did you got nominated?
No, Dan nominated me.
Oh, yay. That's awesome. Everyone's over Carrie.
Yeah, but I'm going against Karen from Ocean Chicks Films, so.
Who cares? I'm just kidding, Karen. Yeah, that's hard. That was how it was for Horror YouTuber of the Month. That was with Gareth and Dave and Das. Like, it's all awesome people. But,
Yeah,
you know,
so it
I
doesn't
did-
matter.
I did
It's
my
just for
thing.
the recognition.
Yeah, I got 100 bots in there. I cheated on that shit. You know that. I'm just kidding, Dave.
You bribed him. It's okay.
He couldn't.
What did she cut her finger on?
She cut it on the Clappy doll that her daughter played with, which actually plays a pivotal role in this movie.
I think I have a feeling what you mean by that.
Thank you.
Perhaps. That is how we met, Dave. Through horror
I
YouTubers.
think it's very unfair of you to put us through all this. Poor Maggie's and I have been frantic with worry.
I'm sorry. I felt it was important to find the house and get settled while I still had the courage to go through with it. How is he?
He's desperate, darling.
I
I
like
know my
this
brother
lady.
very well.
Shouldn't play a
Maybe
big part, but
unfeeling
she
at times, but
seems like an old, like nice lady.
Needs me.
Kind of like a highly sophisticated snobby.
Yeah, like that type of character. Yep.
Darling, he loves you. It's all part. People have trial separation.
No. Things have been wrong for a long
Don't tell me
long
she's gonna be the woman that says stay with him or whatever.
The fact that
Not really. The whole thing with the husband is like a very small side thing in this movie. That's why I said like it's got to be just for the money because it doesn't make sense being here so much otherwise.
ask you to be open-minded.
Mommy, it's over. It's
Do they even explain it near the end or no?
No. So, there's that one. It's that one line right before she chokes, where he says the husband tells her to sign something for her trust. So that's the only hint at it, what it could possibly be. But once you see how this guy's going after trying to get her back, he don't even care about his kid dead. Like all he cares about is getting back with this girl. Like that's it.
Maybe
I
he
love that
feels
statue.
guilty too.
Maybe they don't explore his character too much. This is like just a complete dive
Dude,
into
this
her.
fog is beautiful.
It's awesome. Just the cinematography here is excellent. And the music too.
And I didn't mean to interrupt you. I just had to say that.
Oh no, I do that all the time. I
I know
get
you
excited
do.
when someone says something I agree on. Go ahead. Oh, the kids. You gotta see kids everywhere, man. Like, oh, that's gotta be the worst thing ever losing a child.
Oh, here we
And
go.
she sees what she thinks is her daughter. That's got to be so hard, seeing just kids everywhere, every day, all the time. Can you hear me?
Kind of.
Oh, okay. So I was
It
wondering,
sounds like you got like a party going on over there.
maybe I should tell them to quiet down. Quiet down at the party. How's that? Is that better?
A little bit.
How about now?
Yes.
Excellent.
I can hear you better at least.
That's good. That's all that matters. I hear you fine. Oh, I know what else.
Was that a joke? Was that a joke from earlier?
Oh no, that was just. I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm gonna unplug my charger for a second, so we're gonna have a JT moment of silence.
Uh-oh.
When it happens.
No, I
This is
just
a
said
JT
uh-oh
moment of
because
silence.
you said JT moment of silence, which we're not used to.
I told you I was introducing that as the excuse reason. I was thinking maybe that was it because my thing's fully charged and I had it charged, like plugged in.
I was gonna say, could we have it again?
Probably. Always will. That's like the one thing that'll always plague my streams is the battery getting low and then having to freeze for a second or several.
I thought it usually shut everything off.
Yeah, it depends on severity. I don't get why it does it. I don't know why any of it. I just don't like it.
Where is she sneaking into?
In another apartment in the building that she lives in. And now she's back in her.
Ooh. Ow.
Yeah, that sucks. That looks painful.
Yeah, it does. She looks like she hasn't seen blood before.
Yeah, I know. She looks like very, very, very off-put by the sign of blood. I mean,
like, is this blood?
Well, she has seen blood. I mean, in the very beginning when she gives the tracheotomy to her daughter,
Oh.
it's blood. So maybe that's why. That's probably why that she reacts
It's
like this.
triggering. Got
Yeah,
it.
exactly. She sees. Yeah, she's breaking down. And how can you not? Why?
That makes sense. I wasn't thinking about that.
My baby. Forgive me. Forgive me.
There we go.
Oh, we get a JT moment of silence again. Everybody enjoy. Don't tell him I said that, though. Shh.
All right.
I didn't say anything at all. Nothing
My-
incriminating or
I've
anything.
I'll incriminate now myself. That vape, like, it's so hard, man. Like, for some reason, like, this is where I get it from the dispensary. It's just like the third hit, like, just will make you cough your brains out. I gotta constantly just mute and fucking like lead away. It's great.
You're
though.
not supposed to inhale too.
You telling me how to smoke?
I don't know what you're talking about.
This is the show we could talk about that. People channel, they'll be like, yeah, save that to your station.
I'm told that when you have a fresh one, you're not supposed to inhale too much.
Also, it like you have to like let it like chill for a little bit for it to like work again, because it wasn't working. It was like very little coming out. I was like, what the fuck's going on? I was in fixated the last 10 minutes. You just haven't realized. And then I finally got it working again. Yes, Professor, we're watching The Haunting of Julia from 77. If you want to watch along, we just started like 20-25 minutes ago. It's on YouTube.
Greetings and salutations.
I love his greeting always.
She seems to have a distinctive color palette when it comes to her wardrobe.
Yeah, a lot of it's very like dull colors, kind of.
Like deliberate, kind of.
Yeah, to represent like it's her, I guess, like what she's going for. She has like devoid
I mean,
of,
some movies do
devoid
that.
of color. Her life is like completely devoid of everything now. She doesn't have color.
Yeah.
Remember those old rotary phones? Yeah.
I love the older phones.
No.
I say it all the time. That's one thing the younger generation, like high schoolers, middle schoolers now, and from now on, will never have to do is like if they like someone in class or something, they'll never have to know what it's like to call the house and say, "Can I talk to Jessica, please?" or whatever the
Oh
name
my
is.
God.
To the father or mother and shit, and then they're hold on, who's this? So they're like, no one has to deal with that nowadays. Like we're in the last generation.
And you hang up on them because you're too.
Yeah. Like we're the last generation that never will know what that was like. Now it's just internet everywhere. You send a message.
The good old student directory.
Yeah. That's one thing that's just never gonna happen again.
I rang the bell, but the door was open.
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, I've seen that phone from Professor.
That is cool.
This is her friend. Like the only friend in the world she seems to have in this
In the
movie.
shop for months, nobody would buy it. And you, I got a
She
Mac.
needs a friend.
You know where you are. Look.
How do you know that?
He rang the shop this
Better to
morning.
have a friend than no friend.
She was coming between you, influencing
Unless you
your
have an
mind.
imaginary
Oh,
friend.
Mark, I'm sorry.
I told him I thought you were doing rather well without any input.
What
Professor,
kind of
you
friend
seen,
are you talking about?
I think you're-
Oh, I don't know. Imaginary
Yes,
one.
yes. You can't expect names.
I don't know.
Professor,
She may or
have you
may
seen
not
Haunted-
have
Haunted
one.
Juliet? Oh, she may or may not. We don't know yet. We have to gather evidence. Like paranormal research.
You better do than know.
Come on. Ta-da!
Oh,
She's like trying to do anything to kill time and like to like get through this. She's like just modeling the house like perfectly and everything, like any little thing to keep her mind occupied.
She has to because it seems like she's not.
Oh yeah,
No offense, but it seems like she's not really doing much with herself.
no, that's what, another thing that adds to the what I think with the husband because she don't work. So I think she's just very well off. Look at that piano that she has. And she just bought this whole new house and stuff. Like yeah, she's she's doing fine. That's the whole reason the husband tries to get back with her.
If only we knew how he was living.
Yeah, they don't show much of him. Ooh, I just heard thunder. It's raining. Thunderstorm coming. It's spooky. It's setting the mood. Thunderstorm time.
How are you anyway?
What, here?
No, here.
I'm fine.
Well, technically here.
Where I am.
Oh, really?
I mean, right outside. It's raining and thunder.
Excited about everything being
I
suddenly
have
new.
72 degrees smoke.
And I'm more frightened than I've ever been in my
Yeah,
whole life.
Professor, this is
It's like
one that I just came upon
stepping out on a window ledge.
a month ago.
So,
So, and it's a masterpiece.
because all the time part of you wants to jump. Sometimes I feel I've already jumped. Come and see the bathroom.
There's one thing bothering me because of my OCD about my cover that I did yesterday on the piano for this. That the chords in the very beginning, they're an octave lower in the actual piece. I played them higher up. I'm very upset now.
Oh,
Those are the perfectionist things I have that I just can't let go. Like with my old no roll kill with Morgan and Elden Ring, I've been doing a million times because I got it already, but accidentally rolled it. It doesn't matter, but I still like am pissed about it. I can't like unless something's perfect.
then do a to be continued or something.
Yeah, I gotta just redo it like with the right octave chords.
Or you could be funny and say refurbished.
Well, yeah, that's basically what I was gonna say. It's just a conscious choice to make it sound more like music boxy, having a
No,
higher.
I liked it.
I like how it came out actually. I think it sounds almost identical to the score,
Fine.
Oh, Lily, you're a long way from
except for that whole octave thing with
Too
the
hard
chords.
on yourself.
Will darken your mortal
Yeah,
soul.
well, that's what we all do when we make
But
shit.
what do you want me to do? Oh, come on now, Lily, don't be so damn pious.
This is a stupid husband.
to learn something.
I feel like I have seen that woman in something else before.
And what happens
That's
to
what I
us
was saying
about
earlier. Like you'll see a face or two that you've probably seen before. I can't think of where.
And
but I know I
maybe
have
bringing
seen this
away
lady.
that house of hers is not my idea.
I feel like I've seen the husband too.
I don't know. She's
His
very
name is
Yeah.
His name is Magnus.
Who?
Magnus. That's the husband's name.
His name's Magnus.
Yes. Like almost like Magnum, like from It's Always Sunny with Danny DeVito. I'll show him my Magnum condom. That'll get it. I love It's Always Sunny. That's like one of the greatest shows. This is a great scene. And again, her outfit, like you said, is normal. Her outfit too. With a lot of browns and like stuff.
Mm-hmm. At
That
least
cow-
she had some blue before.
Yeah. Look at that camera. That's such an old camera.
I like that camera.
Hey, Sarah. Welcome. You're a new name. Welcome.
Hey, Sarah. This one over here threw me into this.
Yes, myself included. I just woke up because I was up late. I woke
Oh,
up at
so
like
you threw yourself into it
yeah, I
too.
woke up at 2 and I was like, and I was thinking of the stream with Gore last night because he messaged me and said like, yo, like we got a decent amount of people that were saying we killed it last night. Like it was a very good stream. I was like, oh, that's awesome. And then that made me think of what we were talking about not doing the mystery discussion live thing in a while. And I woke up and I was like, let's do it. Like, I don't know why I never wake up that energized already. Yeah, Professor, exactly. Like, especially now that I'm editing and shit, which I never thought I'd be doing, but it's way too much fun. Like, if there's a small little thing that's not synced to the exact second, it will bother the shit out of me. And like you said, it's like it already is hitting views and stuff. So you can't like re-upload it and stuff. It's annoying. But she sees the ghost, well, possibly of what she thinks is her daughter, the blonde girl, as she goes in the sandbox where she sees her, and there's a turtle that's killed and a knife. So did she kill this turtle and just remember, or did the ghost kill?
Before you go any further,
Yes.
your volume is still.
How about now?
Now try talking.
I'll try talking.
Okay, that's better.
You know what it is? It's because the music that when it elevates when the sound volume goes up on its own, like because the music kicking in, that's why. It's like you'll be talking and you won't hear much, and then the music kicks in, and then it goes.
Yeah, and then it sounds like you're like trying to talk over it. I'm like, I'm trying to hear both of you.
I just love the music so much. I can't not turn it on. It's like a reaction as soon as the music kicks in at any point. It's just volume up 1, 2 notches.
Yeah.
Wait, are you doing that?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. So that's why I just wait for you to say I can't hear you again. And then I'll be like, oh, that's right. Gotta lower the music so I'll back off. And you got
okay, well, if you don't want me to hear you, then
you turn it up. I'm sure it's fine. Everyone else has
All
to.
right. Will there be a lot of them?
Well, there'll be 5 of us, Mrs. Pinner and Mrs. Wall. You sure you don't mind?
and yes, I have my fox shirt on.
Yes, I saw that comment. Indeed, you do. I love that fox shirt.
I want to find that fox farm because I would love to see the fox.
I don't know. I'm not going to do anything.
I'd like to see foxes anywhere. I think there was a fox, and they're not like common on Long Island. But like me and my dad once, like years ago, thought we saw a chupacabra. You know how it looks like a hairless fox or a dog with mange and stuff? Like that's what it looked like. Like we saw this thing like run from our backyard, like across into the cul-de-sac that we lived on. And we didn't know what the hell it was. We're like, what the hell is that? And I don't know if I still have the picture. I took 2 pictures of it, but it looked like what a chupacabra is supposed to look like. But it looked like a fox, like without hair. It was so strange. Like I've never seen something like that. What up, Lauren? We are watching a new favorite film because we had to do a watch on this and make it a mystery.
I see. Right.
If anybody's not subscribed to my buddy Lauren's channel, visit My Voices. Definitely go over there. Excellent person, friend, and just an encyclopedia of knowledge on horror and film.
Do you even know what I say? I don't want to complicate things further.
I love
You must have done that whenever I had my mic off, you know.
I love all their outfits in this. Like this woman's fur friggin' shit over her.
I'm gonna pretend that it's faux fur.
It might be faux.
It's probably not.
Knowing how this lady is, probably not.
Well, I'll get some drinks.
But we'll pretend.
Movies are a world of pretending.
Do you think the others will be long?
If they can help it.
Yes, and like Lauren just said, I've mentioned this earlier. This is one of my favorite films of all time, and I really believe it to be the scariest film ever made. I keep coming closer and closer to that opinion, man. I've watched this movie, I think, 4 times in the last month and a half. This is a month plus since I saw it for the first time. Every time it just goes up and up and up.
Would you like some coffee?
Is this a slow burn?
That's Kathy.
I hate that term, but yeah, like if you want to think of it like that, like the old movies were like paced like this back then, so it's not like the same with torture porn. I can't stand that friggin' thing, but it's just so
Yeah,
much
I don't like
so much
that term.
easier to explain to people, like the masses, and like it's more of a slow burn. Like even though I use that word, it's easier to just say to people. You know
Okay,
what I mean?
we won't-
So, yeah,
How about
or if
we
they
won't
ask,
call it slow burn. We'll call it building of suspense.
and tension. Yes, that was what was great about horror back in these great days.
Good evening.
Now it's just all peaks and valleys. It's just jump scare, down, jump scare, jump scare, jump scare. Blah, blah, blah. It's not that. It's not that. Just that build until it just. It's great.
I don't know.
You stay next to me.
You might hold this one against me, but The Haunting is one of my favorite paranormal movies.
Hey, you've told me that before. It's not that bad. I like The Haunting.
And I mean the remake, not the original.
Oh yeah, no, I figured you meant the remake. It's not bad.
I mean,
it's not bad. I haven't
The
seen it
original's
forever.
not bad, but I don't know. I don't like the change of story.
Yeah, I don't like when certain remakes and stuff change things or originals that are different. Yeah, it's very deliberately paced, Lauren, for sure. Like kind of like reminds me of David Lynch. Like how just every shot, everything in his work is supposed to be there, is meant to be there. Like nothing is wasted at all, and that's how this film is.
Did you turn it up again?
No, yeah. I was thinking for a second. I was like, wait, no, did I? Yeah, I did. And now it's down.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, is there going to be a seance? So I like seances.
Yes, there is.
Ooh, have you seen Haunting in Connecticut?
Yeah, that was another one based off the Lawrence cases. That's
Mhm.
actually a decent movie. I haven't seen that in forever. I should rewatch that.
No, I love Kyle Gallner. He aces it. And Virginia Madsen's really good too.
Shirley Jackson does that. Yeah, I haven't seen the remake in forever. I mean, I don't remember it being great. I don't remember it being absolutely terrible. But as far as
Well, that is a very good opinion. That is a very good opinion.
The Changeling is great, Professor. That's a great film. Mike hates that movie. Real Fifth Beatle, he hates The Changeling. That's a great one.
Wasn't it remade with Angelina Jolie?
The Changeling?
Mhm.
I don't know if they remade it, but I wouldn't watch it. Like the original is great.
I swore I thought that Angelina Jolie did a remake or was in one.
Possibly, definitely could be. I love how this woman's freaking out during the seance. I'm gonna grab a drink. I will be right back. Enjoy a seance.
So he leaves me hanging. I see how it is.
Yeah, I'm getting the drink. Relax.
Hey, now I can finally hear the movie. Oh, look at that. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I never watched any of The Changeling, so I wouldn't know. Was it any good, May? The Changeling one? Plug my nomination. Hey, if you haven't voted yet, please vote for Carrie Crave Cinema for her horror YouTuber of the month.
Dude,
Thank you
boo,
so much.
boo, Carrie, don't vote for Carrie, boo. Vote for Carrie.
No, you know what? Vote for Pedro.
Oh yeah, vote for Pedro. All right,
Mhm.
everyone vote for Pedro. Make sure.
He's a very cool dude.
This film, honestly, Lauren, is like almost coming real close to Kill Baby Kill by Mario Bava's my favorite ghost haunting film. Like it's getting there. Like it's right behind it, and that's amazing for a movie I've recently just seen. Kill Baby Kill is my favorite ghost haunting movie.
Paranormal. That's a tough one.
And then this old woman just falls asleep, and she saw a vision of her daughter, or well, kind of. Don't want to spoil anything. Saw a vision, and then she just lets her fall asleep, and then she comes back like a day or two later. I'd want that info right now.
Oh, it's one of those. That sounds so generic.
Disappears and kid is trying to believe her. Oh yeah, I've heard that premise. We've seen that a lot.
Yeah, numerous times. Recycled idea over and over again. Ooh, the others is pretty good. Not a fave, but I like it.
The others. I like the others. I think it was actually a very well done twist in that movie.
Yeah, I liked that one.
Especially just for the time it came out. Like we've seen it before, that twist many times, but it was done very well.
It was done very well. Let's see.
And that was what, a few years after The Sixth Sense. So I mean, you could see the influence there, trying to like have a real big revelation twist at the end. I think they did a good job. Hey, Waffles, what's up, buddy?
The coolest name ever.
Yeah, I know, man. Every time I see his name, I love it. Heroic Waffles. That's great.
Waffles should always be heroic.
Ding, 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 ding. And she's real bored. She's building a house of cards. I never do that.
I did when I was a kid.
Oh, Turn of the Screw. Lauren, that's a movie I haven't seen in a while. You're right, actually. I never even thought of that. I haven't seen Turn of the Screw forever.
Wow, your friend is heavily opinionated, by the way.
Who, Lauren? Oh, yeah. I'm the same way. You know how heavily opinionated I am. But
well, there's also respecting others' opinions as well.
Well, that we do, 100%. I think I've said the words, everyone has their own opinions and stuff like that, and that's great, like 1,000 times on the channel in the last year. I then proceed with my heavy opinions. But still, I've mentioned it.
The Innocents.
Oh,
there's an actual. Isn't there another adaptation of Turn of the Screw where it's literally called The Turning?
That's the movie that does it, because it's a book. So The Innocents is the name. Turn of the Screw is the book. I know that I've seen or heard of it, but I didn't know it was so similar to the others. I gotta rewatch that.
Yes, and The Turning. Thank you, May.
I love all the statues and shit that they have here.
Did you see the Netflix series, The Haunting of Hill House?
I haven't. I haven't had the chance to watch like many shows recently. To binge anything.
That one's really good. I didn't really like the Bly Manor one though. The second one.
I want you to talk to her.
Yeah, I got it. Didn't Mike Flanagan do that?
Be the only person in a position to do so.
Or am I thinking
think
of something else? I think he did. I know he did something on Netflix though. I think it was The Haunting of Hill House. Right? Now it's gonna bother me. I gotta look it up now.
You don't mean the kind with the stethoscope in the bathroom's head, do you?
That's right. Keep him distracted.
I get distracted very easily.
She's not dangerous, except to herself.
Yeah, it's by Flanagan.
I don't think you're
know why I doubt myself. But I just
Because
I
you're
was
a
just
horror
back-
movie geek and you want to make sure.
Yeah, that's probably it.
Mm-hmm.
Lauren, what are your thoughts on Rosemary's Baby? Because that's that's one reason I think I've never seen this film for all these years, because I've heard of it, but I can't stand Rosemary's Baby. It's so boring for me. And I mean, it's stupid, like, just to say that, like, because Mia Farrow's in one, that the other one isn't good or anything. But just the whole idea of Rosemary's Baby turned me off to Mia Farrow, like, back in the day.
I never really had much focus on Mia Farrow, to be
Yeah.
honest.
I don't really know her in much other than these two movies, like this and Rosemary's Baby. I mean, I'm sure I've seen her in other things, but I can't think of it off the top of my head.
No. I don't think she's done much, to be honest. And it blew my mind that Bridget Fonda actually basically stopped acting after Lake Placid. That did not occur to me that she just stopped acting after that.
Oh yeah, she hasn't in a long while. Yeah, exactly, Lauren. Boring as shit, man. That's how it is for me and a few other friends of mine, like that I know, that do not like Rosemary's Baby. Like, it's regarded as a classic, and I do like films by Polanski. Like Repulsion is a great movie. But,
Oh,
it's so bad. It's so boring. It's so just slow as shit. And I can't with Rosemary's Baby. Wasn't
Mia
this-
Farrow's in the older Great Gatsby.
Oh, okay. Yeah, she's been in things for sure. But yeah, like you said, really, I don't think you don't see her in much, like, throughout her career. She didn't do a lot.
Nothing that really blew me away, to be honest.
Lauren, wasn't this a TV movie? If I'm remembering right, it wasn't released in theaters, right? And wasn't that another reason it took friggin' decades to get a physical release after the VHS? Or am I wrong on that? Pretty sure I remember reading it was a TV film. The Omen's awesome, Professor. I just did a video on The Omen. Made sure I get it out at 6 a.m. on another time zone.
You mean PCT, right?
Yeah, because there's no way I was getting it out at 6 a.m. Eastern Standard. Was it theatrical? I don't know. I was thinking it was TV.
She says she saw a child.
Maybe I'm thinking that they showed it on British TV, Full Circle, a
May.
lot. That might be it.
May, I need to know as well.
Maybe Agnes is right. Maybe I am going crazy.
Visited by voice.
Are you sure you don't know?
That makes sense.
I'd rather be visited by voices than full on like people or like hallucinations.
I keep
I'd rather just hear annoying shit than actually see like a lion in the living room or something like that. You know what I
A
mean?
lion?
Yeah, who knows? Who knows what you're gonna hallucinate?
Hey, if it was a fox, I'd be okay with it.
Not if it tries mauling you to death. What if it's an evil fox? It's
If
a
it cuddles first, it's okay.
Yeah, that's what praying mantises do. They do, man. That bitch kills the guy after they fuck. Terrible.
Yeah. And
That's funny.
good night.
the problem is
Describes the old psychic from. Okay, so that makes that a little more clear. I mean, you can see she's affected in the film, but I didn't know that, like, she was a fraud that didn't actually experience something real. Unless I just like wasn't paying attention during that scene. They mentioned it. Everyone keeps talking about Amityville. I live 5-10 minutes from the house. I got to go out there and do a video, and then tack it on to and do a video on the fucking movie. There's the toy again.
Maybe you need a camera person, and you could do like an old news kind of thing.
Yeah, right. I
This
can
is the
I
house
can
where
hold
the
my-
murders occurred.
I can just hold my tablet out. This is where.
No, but you could have it more professional
Yeah, you can always, but like you know, what I mean, I'm just.
and
I'm
like
just gonna
old,
record.
an old filter kind of.
I like how the toy moves there.
What is his dealio?
Hey, Mr. Dan, what's going on, buddy?
Hey, the one who nominated me.
Oh, that's awesome. Thanks for that, Mr. Dan. He's the best. Yeah, absolutely. And a whole bunch of drugs. DeFeo was whacked out on LSD, heroin, everything like before he and probably when he did those murders. And yeah, the father was like insanely abusive, and he was part of the mob or had association with it at least. I don't think he knew the Gambino crime family, stuff like that, but he knew some people. So yeah, the only reason he wants to get back with Julia is because of her money, right? Like that's the only thing I can take from it every time now.
I don't know. I can't get a good read off of him.
It's like like I said, it's like he doesn't even care that his kid's dead. He just like wants her back. Like it's got to be for the money because of that trust line earlier in the film.
Why would she be down there?
Julia?
That's nice. Tuesday, yeah, Lauren, tonight, 8 p.m., right, for Region Free meeting.
Julia?
So now he's going down to the basement,
I know you're here.
looking for Julia. Why she would be in a dark-ass, dank basement, like...
Right, Macabro? Grave Encounters Amityville edition. I'm for it.
Yeah, that's what I figured, man. Like, that's the only thing I could take from it. Is that's the only reason, is that she has a trust, she's well off, she's able to get the new place, she has this beautiful piano and stuff, and he just wants that money.
You're finding yourself.
All right, cool, perfect, man.
Now stop playing games. I only want to talk to you, that's all. Do you want me to say a password?
You get felt acting like some kind of lunatic and come out of this stinking place.
He kind of looks like the lunatic, just saying.
Yes, indeed.
Okay,
Even just the cobwebs hanging from the beam there look awesome.
do you hear me?
Yeah, it looks cool.
Like, what a cool touch. Like, I don't have to put that there. Unless it was just like that naturally. It was just a nasty-ass basement. And they said, just lean on this cobweb-ridden beam and then we'll shoot.
Yeah, because you notice
Either
a lot
way
of
works.
nowadays basements look way too nice.
Yeah. So, like, either way, though, like, happy accident or deliberate. Good choice.
Maybe it's a happy accident.
Deliberately done. And then he falls and dies.
What?
So, did he fall? Was he pushed?
I mean, the way that he
There it
looked
goes.
up, he looked shocked, but in my opinion. Hey, Val.
Hey Val, how you doing, amazing person? Thank you for calling us wonderful. We'll take that compliment anytime.
I try. I do my best.
Yeah, that's another great statement, Laura. It just tells its story. It doesn't care. It's not catering to the audience at all. It's not like it doesn't explain itself. There's no real exposition really. That's like heavy-handed.
Well, I don't know about brutal, but I mean,
Oh well, you haven't seen the rest of the movie.
Well, it's profound, but it's not brutal.
Well, again, you haven't seen the rest of the movie.
Well, no comment.
Indeed. Save comments till the end of the film. Thank you. Oh, milk. I love milk.
No, we're separated.
Remarkable how many couples are nowadays. I blame it on the pill.
I hope you don't mind.
She blames divorce on the pill.
Have you lived in this neighborhood for long, Mrs. Benson?
Oh, yes, yes. Ever since I was a girl. Oh, stupid Claudia. Claudia, I always feel Mrs. Branscombe makes her sound like some sort of cookery book or something.
Sorry.
Yes, I suppose I must be one of the permanent features of the street by now. Nothing changes very much, except people.
She is so good in this, Mia Farrow.
Lived here before.
Oh, goodness, yes. My father bought our house about...
And that's just another thing. That's why Rosemary's Baby is just so boring for me, because it's not Mia Farrow. Like, she does fine in that. It's just the movie. It's the pacing. It's the story.
I mean, what she's trying to portray in this, she's
I don't-
definitely doing a good job.
I don't think her performance is anything widely different from her performance in Rosemary's Baby. Like it's a pretty similar, comparable performance. I mean, I think
Maybe it
this
just
leaks
translates better in this one.
It does, and I think it leaks better here. But like, it's not like a totally different film. Like, I mean, a totally different like character that she's playing. Like, and it's kind of like in the same range there. It's Mia Farrow.
I was gonna say, but do you think that she has like the same kind of tone, like one tone kind of acting? Because I'm getting that vibe that she has like a one tone acting.
That's kind of what I'm trying to say, comparing it to Rosemary's Baby. But like I said, she does so much better here for me, and just in the context of the film, it works for me. But like, yeah, I feel like she doesn't have a lot of range, Mia Farrow. And what Lauren just said is yeah, like we're talking brutal as in just psychologically and emotionally, and just like all of that. This movie's gut wrenching.
No, I know that brutality isn't always gore or violence. I'm aware of that.
Indeed.
I just want to know. Whatever I can. You don't have to.
I love all the architecture too, and like all the buildings and shit they're passing.
Yeah, it has a great setting.
She's doing investigating, paranormal investigating.
She doesn't need the warrants for this one.
No one ever needed the warrants for fucking anything. It's got James Wan.
Hey,
James Wan's the only one who needed the warrants. Dead.
Hey.
What?
I followed up on them.
I have to. Trust me. They are. I won't get into it. I've done a whole video on The Conjuring, and that I went.
I have a feeling
on.
that you have a different intake on the whole thing.
That they were complete fucking scam artists. Yeah, that's my take on it. I actually randomly threw that into a video recently and just said, like, I forgot which video, why it even came up, and I thought of the Warrens, and that's the shit on it a little bit.
I don't know. I'm on the
Sweet
fence.
lady, Lorraine.
I'm on the fence.
Boom. Lauren, right, correct. These people have done thousands of cases and shit. But yet they say in real life and stuff like it's very rare, and most of them are hoaxes and stuff. So what do they see? 100,000 people in their life, and for 1,000 of them to be actual cases? And so, come on, man. It's so. I'm not getting into it.
I'm guessing that Lauren is getting my heated. I don't mean to seem like I'm heated. It's
You
just
don't sound heated.
you just the way that I'm like reading your comments. It just feels like you're being very technical.
That's just how Lauren is. That's just how his writing comes out. Like, he's not being an asshole in any way. Trust me. Just again,
maybe it's just maybe it's just the fact that he sees it more in like the intellect wise, while I
he
look
sees
into
it in
movies more emotional.
And he's a writer too, so he sees it he sees movies in
I write too.
terms of writing. I know you do, and like terms of writing and filmmaking, especially. Like,
I just write more like with emotion and feeling rather than like technicality.
and that's what makes the world go round.
Does it?
Yeah, everyone being different.
Mhm.
Why not? Why not?
I won't take it to heart, Lauren.
Yeah, Vera Farmiga is amazing.
Yeah,
She's such
she
a
is.
great actress. She's such a great actress. And Patrick Wilson is awesome, but he always plays Patrick Wilson. But I love Patrick Wilson, so it works. It's like there's a lot of actors like that. They always play the same role. They always play themselves. But like they're such likable people that like Bruce Willis is a perfect example. We've been talking to him about him lately.
Like Will Ferrell.
I can't stand Will Ferrell. Like I like earlier Will Ferrell, like on SNL. After that, he got so obnoxious. Same with Jim Carrey, like later Jim Carrey, and Adam Sandler, and a lot of them.
Do you at least like Billy Madison?
Yes, I do love Billy Madison, and yes, Gravity makes the world go round. Indeed, maybe I'm not. I'll take it.
I'll get out here.
It's just sometimes gravity doesn't make my world go around because I still fall.
It was funny. I taught Scarlett, my daughter, about gravity because we were in the like when she was like 5 years old. We were in the supermarket and she was getting bored. So I picked her up and I went, gravity. And she's like, wait, what was that? And I explained it to her. And I said, so it goes up and things come back down because it's force that brings it in and all that. And then it turns every time now for years. Like if we're in the stop at Walmart, like when we pick her up when we're upstate, she turns around like every 5 minutes, says, we do gravity, and then and I gotta do it 3 times, and then like we'll go 2 aisles, and then she'll do it again. And then, like,
She sounds so much like you, knowing that she's like, "What was that?"
Yeah, exactly.
Because I can see you questioning things as well.
My little mini me, and that is one giant fucking book. That is woman.
She's investigating.
Oh, that's right. It's like newspapers and stuff. Okay,
there has to be giant books in investigating.
I just looked real quick and I was like, I thought it was like just like an actual like library, like a book.
It could be.
It could be. Yes, I was just thinking that. I was like, wait a minute, there's no like law against sizes of books.
Well, you can't have too many of them, though.
No, if you live in a castle, then you can have like your giant book room, and not just like a giant book room, a giant book room. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Good. It's settled. It's clear. Now we found out about the boy that's found murdered in the park.
They had Pellegrino back then.
Oh yeah, Pellegrino's been around for a long while, if I'm correct on that. Even though I'm just making it up on the spot for like the context of this discussion, but I'm pretty
and 2
sure.
seconds later, he's gonna Google it.
Yeah, I'm not. It's not a video, so I can't like edit out the time in between editing it, like looking it up. So I can't do that live.
This video was sponsored by Pellegrino.
Exactly. I don't even care for Pellegrino much. And no, it wasn't just Professor. You have the castle and you have one room. It's just one big ass book, and that's it. There's nothing
in the middle
else
of the room.
This is my giant book room. It's just a giant book, nothing else. You can't even open it because it would hit the roof of the ceiling. That's funny.
Oh, I was picturing more so like Beauty and the Beast. It's in a case.
See, I was thinking of like just like laying like on a coffee table, like laying flat, but like it's so big, so when you go to open it, it hits the ceiling. Okay? Different mental image.
So nobody can read it then.
Yes, unless we have subtitles in real life. Olivia is the ghost that she is seeing. and has almost no screen time. She's always just off camera by the time we get to her in the final. Yeah, it's so well. Just another classic case of not showing something like in Jaws, like not showing the shark and how that worked out and stuff. It's similar to that for me. Like they don't show her hardly at all. Like you see her a few glimpses, and then when you just see the ending, it's just
I know you're not crazy about Jaws.
yeah. I mean, it's a classic. I hope it's a masterpiece of a movie. I'm not a shark attack movie guy, so I just never like. I don't have a lot of nostalgia with it.
It's not even for me the shark itself. It's
Oh,
Roy
the suspense is
Scheider.
phenomenal through it, and everyone's performances.
Yeah, it's
Roy
Roy Scheider, Richard
movie.
Dreyfuss, and Robert Shaw.
I love the scene when they're drunk and they start singing.
That's my
That's-
favorite scene.
That's such a great classic scene.
Hmm
Tell me the way to go home.
And they're talking about their scars.
Yep, that's so great.
Hmm
Maybe I'll rewatch Jaws soon. Yeah, I know, Lauren. I know you you love Jaws. We were talking about how easy the theme is, how simple and effective that is.
It is. It's very effective.
I love the mom here. This is the mom of the boy that she was reading up on that was killed in the park.
But the only thing is, you can't necessarily say like how you feel about the thing, how you say it's flawless.
Mm-hmm.
Jaws is flawed in every single way possible, but I like it. I like it so much because of the flaws, to be honest.
I have a lot of movies like that. You know that.
Yeah, but Jaws to me is untouchable.
Yeah, I know a few people who like Jaws 2 more, Lauren. I think
Jaws 2 is really good, though.
Phil, I haven't seen Jaws 2 in forever. Or any of the sequels. I haven't seen probably over a decade. But Phil, I think, likes 3 the most. If I recall that correctly, Phil.
Oh my god, please tell me no.
No, he does. It's like a guilty pleasure one for him. Just like we have
Jaws
us.
2 is not bad.
I honestly don't remember the sequels at all.
They're not bad. It's just Jaws 3 I kind of...
I know that one's known as the crap one. We have to.
Mhm.
And wasn't there a 4th one? And that one's probably not even speakable about because it's probably so bad.
Let's just say that Michael Caine was in it and he had like an island accent.
Oh, all right, yeah. And I usually like Michael Caine.
Oh, I love Michael Caine,
Yeah.
but he was interesting. It was a colorful
He has some strange accents in movies he's been in, for sure. Like he's done some bad accents, Caine. Like 100%.
I loved him in Miss Congeniality, though.
I haven't seen that girly flick in forever. What?
What are you talking about? You told me you saw it yesterday.
Damn it! Why did I told you to keep it a secret between us?
You know I'm not good with secrets.
No, you are not. That's why everyone knows.
Yep.
I didn't
I'm
watch
telling
it.
everyone.
I did not watch it. This woman's ringing a bell like Hector Salamanca in Breaking Bad.
Ooh. Orca is a good one.
I haven't seen Orca forever too. I'm not a big like killer sea creature person. Like,
I don't know. For some reason, my aunt and uncle, they gave me like way back when VHS tapes were still pretty popular.
Yeah.
They gave me like boxes and boxes and boxes of VHS tapes, and
They're still very popular on Gareth's channel, Video Tasties. I have to throw that shout out in it.
I still wish I had them all because
Yeah.
she had so many good older horror movies, and a lot of them were creature features.
Yeah.
But I loved them.
Oh,
I
they're
couldn't even
fun,
keep up.
sure. Is that what she said? I know, right, May? That's what I felt when I woke up this morning. I was thinking of this what me and Keith were
Yeah,
talking
you
about yesterday,
threw
you know.
me into it.
And I was like, that's right. I haven't done a mystery spoiler discussion in like over a month at least. I said, we got to do that. I'm doing it right now. Surprise. Fuck it. Doesn't matter if 3 people come. So I gotta do it. So we'll go back to doing this every week.
Hair not done. Looking a mess. Whatever. I'm here. I'm present.
My name is Julia Lofting.
Wells, we haven't had the pleasure, have we?
No, could I talk to you for a minute, please?
Therefore, from Rapture, what do you want to talk to me
Now
about?
she's talking to this guy, the mom of the kid who was murdered in the park, said that these kids had these they're not kids anymore. These guys you're talking to and the next guy were like had to do with his death, and the ghost that she's been seeing, Olivia, was the one who killed the kid. So this she's getting deep, man. She's getting deep into her investigation.
Wait, who killed the kid?
The ghost girl,
I've been to see her. She said that you
like
and
back in the day.
Swift and some
Like she finds out this ghost girl is like was a murderous kid.
Oh, before the apple?
They'll you'll
Now go away and leave me alone, whoever you are.
All right. Do you remember anything about a little girl, a little
See?
blonde girl?
Carrie May said first time watch for both of you guys, amiga.
Mm-hmm.
Both you amigas, first watch party.
Mis amigas.
Misas. I hate Jar Jar Binks. Stupid character that was. And like we were saying earlier, I love how throughout this whole film, she's just in tan and just bland colors.
Mm-hmm.
No, devoid of any type of life inside her, devoid of color or happiness. The outfit choices for her outfits and stuff.
I love color schemes.
Oh yeah, that's a big.
I started paying attention to it more when I had classic films in high school.
Yeah.
When our teacher was talking about Edward Scissorhands, how Tim
Okay.
Burton deliberately switched the color scheme to
Yeah.
make it seem like Edward was the villain when he really wasn't, the town was.
Yeah.
But they had the town wearing like bright colors.
Yeah, that's it. What got me into paying attention was Italian horror, basically. Argento with Suspiria when I first saw that, and Bava afterwards, like Italian horror for sure got me into.
I could see that because they do utilize
lighting.
a lot of color.
Yeah, it's very stylish compared to American horror, color wise and everything. So that made me like to look for that in old movies after like getting into Italian stuff.
Mr. Swift?
Now, where do you come from?
Now this is the other guy who was
My name is Julia
there
Lofting.
when the kid was killed by the girl, Olivia, the ghost in the park. And this guy just like gives her all the information. He's not worried about like she can go to the cops and tell him like everything he's about to tell her.
Why don't you come in?
Looks like Billy Joel a little bit right there. Right? I
Maybe
thought
like
that-
a Homer version.
Yeah. Like a homeless version of Billy
And
Joel.
he's even holding bottles, so there you go.
Exactly. It's like he's been playing Piano Man for the last 3 years straight, and he just left the bar.
Asking for tips or change on the side of the street.
That's how he got the bottle.
Mm-hmm.
Talk to you about your childhood.
Maybe he's already drunk. Maybe that's why he's telling her everything.
Makes sense. I'll go with that. That does make sense.
I live in Leicester Place.
He's probably classy. Whatever. Who's this lady? She'd say nothing. Cut. He's in handcuffs. No, I didn't do anything.
What do you know about Jeffrey Gray?
I mean, look, he's about to drink anyway.
What do you know about him?
Magic.
Yes, he was indeed.
Mrs. Braden says that you and Paul Winter are the only ones left.
Winter?
What is that anyway?
You've been talking to that old queen?
She says that you and he are the only ones left who knew him.
It's possible. They hanged an old tramp for that, you know.
Mrs. Braden says he didn't.
Yeah,
do
he
it.
definitely got into that bottle.
Yeah.
It's a bit late for that now, isn't it?
For sure. Maybe both. What's up, Mike?
Hey.
Congratulations, Mike. I'm finally hitting 200 subs. That should have happened so fucking long ago. Congrats, buddy. Cheers. That's awesome.
And your subs should be up a lot more as well.
That's what I'm talking about. 200 subs. You just said.
I know she is.
I said it should be so
Well,
much.
sorry,
longer
I'm
ago.
trying to hear this. I'm trying to hear you. Sometimes I'm
trying to
delayed.
think about other stuff.
hmm I'm thinking about Hobo Billy Joel over here.
Yeah, that'll distract you.
What's that? Yawn.
What was she like?
To look at. About the most
Of course, buddy. We gotta. If you're streaming on Sunday, then we'll celebrate it.
But she had a certain power.
Now I love how he says to her here that Olivia, the girl ghost, had like a power over people and could make them do
The
things
girls too.
and make him. She made
I
the
think it belongs.
kid, and he was castrated by her. That like in the park. That's why she saw the image of her in the park earlier, and the turtle that she finds with the knife. And he says that.
When was there a turtle and a knife?
Well, you're not paying attention, obviously. In the park earlier, when she sees the ghost, and she thinks it's her daughter Kate, but it's Olivia, the ghost. And then she goes over to the sandbox, and then she picks up a dead turtle with a knife that's bloody. And then the woman says, "What's wrong with you? Get out of here! I'm calling the cops." And then she leaves.
When the hell was that?
That was in the movie, like a little bit, a little earlier.
Oh my god.
Anyway, so my point is, this guy is saying that like Olivia the ghost can make people like kill an animal, and she did that with the kid and stuff. So now, did Julia kill the turtle because Olivia influenced her, or is she just losing her mind? Which Lauren left a comment on my podcast episode on this, which it's true. It doesn't matter whether she's losing her mind here or if she's actually being, you know, not possessed, but haunted by the ghost.
The Winters was watching.
It doesn't matter. But I just love being able to look at it different ways. So I always try to break it down.
I mean, I remember the kid holding the turtle.
One person,
She was holding the turtle.
the mother.
Who?
Julia.
She didn't mind.
She picked up the turtle with the knife in the other hand, and the woman yelled at her.
I swear there was a kid holding the turtle.
It was the ghost of Olivia in the sandbox where the turtle was.
She could never know that I told her.
And then she goes there, and then she finds the turtle. You don't remember a turtle, huh? I see a turtle anywhere. I remember it. I love a turtle. You know what? I had a pet turtle, and then my sister had one too when we were young, and he escaped. Yeah, it's a turtle. It escaped though, and it got like around the block, and then we literally like we saw it crossing the road, and my sister was in the car too, and my aunt, and a car came and crushed it right in front of my sister. She started crying hysterically.
No.
It was hilarious for me, but like.
No.
So great, but I felt bad for that turtle. My
The poor
sister
turtle. How did the turtle get out? Like outside?
said, Houdini turtle. That's all I could think of. That's a good point too, actually, Lauren. It's kind of like how they always say that ghosts are like stuck in a loop, kind of, that she could have been seeing Olivia's ghost in the past and when she was doing that. I didn't think of that. That's a good point.
Yeah, I saw the young boy who was holding the turtle.
I like turtles. Dude, that kills me, and It's Always Sunny. Dee's boyfriend, the soldier guy, he dresses himself up like a lizard at a fair, and then he quotes that meme. He's like, I like turtles. It's so funny. And the whole ending of this movie is just absolutely fucking masterful. The music is phenomenal. Lauren, I was saying earlier before you hopped in that the score in this film is like on Psycho and Halloween levels for me already. That like was just like in every composition in Halloween is played at the just most perfect moments, and it's so effective. You got Laurie's theme, the Myers house theme, the main theme, the chase theme. Every piece of music in here is just utilized to the absolute, like, perfect ways that it can be. Like, the music is so integral to this movie for me. Like, it really elevates it so much. So we see a hand going across Julia's face while she's sleeping. I still have to see No Evil. I'm always thinking of the slasher films, the two of them with Kane, the wrestler, and Soska sister did See No Evil too. That's what I always think of when I hear the movie. I still haven't seen that one. I've heard really good things though. I gotta finally check that out. Here's the drunk dude again. He got more bottles and shit. Yeah, he was fucking plastered. Like, during that conversation, 100%.
I tried to tell you, but
No, you're right. I forgot that he like had a whole bunch more bottles afterwards.
I called it.
This is a cool scene.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Paid for all that alcohol. What a waste.
He won't feel it anyway.
Yeah, that's true. I love the pattern on the floor where he drops.
Yeah, the pattern was pretty cool.
Oh, I agree 100%. Rosemary's Baby. Yeah, we were just talking about that, Mike. I can't stand that movie. Lauren doesn't either. It's so boring. I know a few others who the same thing. It's a classic. I'll never say it's not a well-made film. It's so freaking boring, man.
It's just not your cup of tea.
I love how everyone who Olivia touched back in the day is fucked up in the present, just being in her orbit. Yeah, exactly. Everyone that's alive still that had to do with that murder with the kid are not living great lives and don't turn out well. Like the guy who just fell to death. That's not a good ending.
I don't know. That could be either he was too drunk or...
That's what I mean. You can look at it in both ways. Ultimately, does it matter? No, because she was doomed as soon as her daughter died.
Open-ended. The cursed apple.
Yeah, like she was already doomed once her daughter died, and that's why the title for the UK, Full Circle, and stuff. You'll hear a few more important things, but it makes perfect sense too. That title.
I went to the museum, the British Museum.
Oh.
I'm looking for something.
I like that jukebox.
Mrs. Flood was right. There wasn't
Turned it up, didn't you?
like she said.
No, it's because friggin' La Layla, my boyfriend's back is playing.
The little girl in the house.
I gotta allow it.
What are you talking about?
Mom, it's true. And she's in the house now.
Julia, this is a child who's been dead for over...
So now she's confiding in her friend Mark,
She is in the
and
house.
he's just
Believe
not believing this, of course, because who's believing it? And she's trying to say that this girl has
No, I don't
died
know.
and stuff, but she's in the hause. She's in her house and haunting
Her
her.
mother lived there in a sort of hole.
And now she's going to seek out her Olivia's mother, the ghost girl's mom.
Could you also view this as her trying to grasp, like, for a distraction?
Say that again?
I'm going to see her.
Did you
Mike
view that as
distracted
Oh. Well,
Mike
that's
is
basically
distracted.
what my question was, kind of. Do you think
Yeah.
that her... Do you think the ghost thing was maybe a distraction for her?
Like
guilt.
something. That's another possibility.
Oh,
Could just be, yeah, like her projecting her feelings of her daughter and stuff onto this story that she finds out about Olivia, this kid who died, and it just fits with everything she's been through, and it just made her mind could like grasp onto it like a delusion, and it just grows, and it makes sense to her. Oh, I love this score. I love this shot of her too, when she's just tracing the table that she's laying on. There is one thing soon that, like I said, if you want to like go on one side or the other on whether this is really happening to her or not, that kind of, for me, proves that it is. And I'll mention it when it comes up. But that thing with the heater just now, like that heater's gone on and off like 3 times in the movie. So it could be, again, it could be a faulty heater. It could be she's forgetting she's leaving it on or turning it on, or it could be the ghost. It could be Olivia turning it on.
Yeah, I feel like they're deliberately making it all open-ended.
Oh, for sure, yeah. I'm pretty sure I read that in the book. It's definitely paranormal, like what's happening, like 100%. I think I read that. I'm pretty sure if I recall right. That's when in my regular video I'll be like, it wasn't. Someone will come up correcting me. This sucks when her friend dies. Well, I kind of spoiled that just now, but yeah, it sucks with her friend. I mean, you kind of can't miss this coming.
Giving away secrets.
It's not an important one.
Hey, Rosita, I have to go shopping downtown for my mother. She needs some tortillas and chili.
He needs some tortillas and chips.
I was about to say, I'm like, where am I hearing the tortillas from?
Yeah, it was a movie. One of the things to die watching. So then the window just opens and the lamp falls off and into the bathtub, and he's electrocuted to death. So again, accident, wind. Olivia's ghost. Doesn't matter, but does it? I love this shot of her too, with the bright ass morning light and her in all white and stuff, the sheet over her head. And how she's touching her lips the same way that the hand was earlier.
Yeah.
That possibly was Olivia. That you see her doing it to herself too.
Was
that's something
she
I just picked
possessed?
up on. That's something I just picked up on, actually.
Was she possessed?
Well, that's kind of what's implied, is that Olivia was able to not like possess like in that type of sense, but like influence people to do things. So kind of, yeah. Yeah, Lawrence is there. It's post. Julia's mental space opens her up for Olivia's influence. And again, it just gels so well with, like, when we find this scene here is very important. And then the title, Full Circle, comes and makes that sort of sense. Hey, Sean. What's up, Sean McManus?
As long as
How you
it's
doing,
not
friend?
her killing everybody and she doesn't realize
No.
Please don't do that.
It doesn't go that way. No.
Thank goodness, because
what
that
I
would
was
be
hoping.
so cheap.
That's what I was hoping the first time. And I figured it wouldn't, because just
That would have cheapened it so badly.
this is the great things I've heard about it over the years, and especially from Lauren and stuff more recently. I knew it wasn't going that way.
And I said, I'd take you along.
Now, this is Olivia's mother.
So, you gonna get many visitors coming to see you these days?
Yeah, I haven't seen it either, Lauren. Dan's been sending me a bunch of random movies, like, and emailing them to me. He sent me it. I got to check that one out finally. Probably Evil Dead Light. Like, I'm pretty much is what I settled on now. I really liked it, but it's the worst in the series. Not worse, like in a bad way, but it's the least best.
I loved it.
I loved it too. I just think it's every other
No,
film
I mean,
in the
I
series
hold
is
it
better.
higher. I hold it higher than you do, and I know I do.
Yeah, well, that's good. I mean, I really enjoyed it. I watched it 3 times before I reviewed it. And another reason the score just works so well for me, I've said it in the podcast episode on this, I think, but I'm a huge progressive rock fan. Yes, and Genesis, and Rush, and Jethro Tull, and I'm a sucker for synthesizers. Like, because they use a lot of
You like the Peter
synthesizers.
Gabriel Genesis.
Yeah, because that was good Genesis. I mean, it's still great in the 80s with Phil Collins, don't get me wrong. And I love Phil Collins' solo stuff too. But with Peter Gabriel, Foxtrot album, Selling England by the Pound is my favorite album of all time. Land Lies Down on Broadway, come on. Like, that's amazing Genesis. But I love synthesizers. And it sounds just like early Yes, like Rick Wakeman type synthesizers in the score, and it melts me every time. I love the sound of a good synthesizer.
Which are difficult to.
Well, see, that's why I like symphonic metal, because I love that they utilize so many different instruments.
That's how I feel, Carrie, like about Evil Dead Rise. Exactly. Like it's not bad in any way. It's just we've had a lot better. Like there was no moments like the 2013 remake with the arm severing off and then the glass with her face and all of that, and the needle in the eye. There was just nothing on that level in Evil Dead Rise.
Could we talk about her for a minute?
I guess definitely the least gory, Army of Darkness is, but besides that, it's the least gory Evil Dead. It's the least gory Evil Dead film.
I wouldn't know.
Not dead.
I know, you still have to see Army of Darkness. Jamie, how you doing, Jamie? Hope you had a great rest of your birthday. Thanks for having
I
us
am the
on.
one who is dead.
She ended with moi, by the way.
Dead.
Yes, I know.
Born
She did.
safe and dead.
She ended it on a good note.
Have you ever
Started on a good one too.
Nice, Mrs.
Mm.
I have.
So now she's talking to her Olivia's mom, and her mom's saying that she killed her daughter, that she was evil,
Is not like
and she let her choke to death on her food
Never
and smothered her basically. So this all comes full circle from how Olivia died, or was killed, by her mom, to the same way Kate died, Julia's daughter. Great titles for the UK, for full circle.
Oh, no.
I like Haunting of
Oh,
Julia
yes.
better. That's a
Oh,
much
yes,
better
you
title.
did, like I killed mine. That wretched, evil creature, I killed her. She clawed and scratched, and I put my hand over her mouth while her evil life spewed away.
This bitch seems more evil than Olivia, the mom.
I killed
You hear the shit she's saying about what she did to her? She sounds like the evil one.
Mhm. She choked on her wickedness.
That
Yes, she did. She choked on her.
I asked her.
Knowing that it was an apple and she's there saying wickedness, I can't help but to think about Snow White in a way.
I never thought of that. Possibly.
Go away.
And this right here is this is kind of what cements it that this is really happening for me.
Go away.
You watch the
You
shot
think
here.
you're safe? Shit, you're not safe. Go.
Because you think that Olivia's killing her?
You see Olivia's eyes, and the mom sees the eyes, and now she dies of a fucking heart attack, like a fright-induced heart attack. So she had to have seen Olivia's eyes, because it would make no sense for her to just, unless she just was getting all worked up and stuff and had a heart attack. Like, again, you could explain it that way. But
Exactly.
that for me,
Open-ended.
that for me though is what makes me think.
Ambiguity.
Yeah, that's what makes me think though that this is actually happening. That she saw Olivia. Plus, you have Magnus who died. You have Mark who died. You have the other guy who died. So, I mean, that's a lot of coincidences, man, surrounding this one tragically destroyed woman.
But I like the fact that they don't necessarily explain anything.
I love that. That's what Lauren was saying earlier too. It's not for the audience. This movie is just the story, and it doesn't even have to spoon feed you or tell you anything. It's just there to be watched.
I hate when movies spoon feed though.
Of course. You get like a 10-minute exposition scene like in movies today, like because they think we're morons and that we can't follow a simple story.
Mm-hmm.
Score here, and just, this is one of the greatest endings. And all
Hey, that's my hair in the morning.
hey, me too. Sorry, but the volume is going up a bit. To the ending.
I wasn't gonna say anything again.
I love how crazy she looks here too. Like when she just does that with her hair, and then it's like all like out, kind of. She looks like crazy, and then we get the shot of Olivia in the mirror.
Hello.
I don't know if this is the transfer, but it just there right after the screen, it's shaking like this. I don't know if that was deliberate or it was just not a steady cam or if that's the transfer. That was strange.
I don't know.
Like very subtly, but the screen was going like back and forth like that.
Maybe they just lost the grip a little bit.
Yeah, probably. Olivia's sitting there with the toy, with Kate's toy. Yeah, that's because Torso is fucking amazing, Mike. Great movie. I gotta do a video on that soon. Oh, the music kicks in. This is fucking brilliant.
Right.
She picks up the toy. And she reaches her arms out to Olivia. Oh, it works so perfect, man, with this movie.
Everything's right. Stay with me. Stay.
And then it just rotates around the back of the chair. It's black and you hear it crash. And
Now
her
she's bleeding.
throat slit with the toy. So did she kill herself or did Olivia kill her? Again, it doesn't matter. Oh, it's so fucking brilliant. The score is just absolutely phenomenal. I can't say enough about it. And it just ends like this. It just hangs up. The credits start with just the image of her dead in the chair with the blood splurting out of it for the whole credits. The score playing. Oh, so good. Yeah, that's another thing. Yep. Goes back to the full circle thing. She finally gets. This is like a surrogate version of her mom, as she's reunited with her daughter in a way. So it's so fucking amazing, and like, yeah, it doesn't get better. It doesn't. I forgot the pitch. The key changes here at the end.
I'm just trying to figure out like
So that what do you think, Carrie?
I'm trying to like figure out in my head like what do I personally think.
All right, take your time. May, what did you think too? Let us know your thoughts.
I think personally the fact that she kept saying stay, I think she killed herself.
See, that's where I don't know, and that's the thing is like ultimately it doesn't matter, but
Because
this
the
is always
fact that
gonna
she's holding her daughter's favorite toy, I feel like she just wants to be with her.
That's what I've thought. That's a theory I've thought. Then they also like Lauren just said too. Like, it's like she's reuniting with her daughter. So like it makes sense that the toy would be the thing that kills her because that's like her precious possession of her daughter. Just there's so many layers to this movie. It's so masterfully written. It's so amazingly directed. The score is it already made my top 10 horror scores of all time like, in a month. And if anyone hasn't heard and wants to hear, I did 2 versions of a cover for the score here on guitar and on piano, which I can't get enough of the music, obviously, if you can't tell. But that is Haunting of Julia, aka Full Circle. Thank you so much, Carrie, for joining and getting roped into it, like usual. And May, what were your thoughts? Oh, I don't know. You got to do more than that. Yeah, it's on YouTube.
I enjoyed it. I love the open-endedness. I appreciate the fact that they did not explain anything because I feel like with the feeling of it didn't need to explain anything.
Yeah, it's just like in a lot of movies like that. Like that's why I wish Halloween was just a standalone movie most of the time because just the whole nothing's explained about Michael Myers, and it's more terrifying that way. Same with The Thing; they don't explain where it's from or like what it really is or what it can do or anything like that. It doesn't have to be explained, and I love that in so many movies. Certain movies, there's you know what I mean with other types of movies where it's like, then dude, what the hell's going on? They're not explaining shit. Like, like there's always a difference between the type of movie you're watching, of course, but
yeah,
this is just one that does it so well too.
It depends on the execution as well.
Oh, of course, yeah, and it's so well done in those aforementioned movies and this one. But guys, if you haven't seen it, check it out. It's on YouTube for free. It's uploaded on there. This was a film I said at the very beginning of the stream that was released on VHS in the late 80s and then just got a physical release this year. So decades later, which is probably a big reason why I never pulled the trigger and saw this movie, which it's shameful that I haven't checked it out because
well, you did now. That's what matters.
Exactly. Very fast approaching like top horror films for me. But all right, guys. Video on Ringu later tonight. I was going to try to make that the 700th video for 7 days, but then I had to do the Omen at 6 a.m. on 6/6 today, and then it all was a whole shit show. So
could always wait till July 7th. Just saying.
You can, that is true, but I'm not waiting till July. It's J Horror Month. I almost said the other bad thing. On that note, all right, people, take care, everybody. Thanks for coming by. Bye, Carrie. See you guys soon.
Bye.